stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Chattanooga Lookouts. And before we progress any further, let's have a quick look at our two starting lineups for tonight. And then briefly, let's take a look at the two starting pitchers who get the assignment here. Chapman will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Now the first pitch. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
The key here is a first baseman, you've got to be able to stay focused on the baseball, which is easy for me to say. I don't have half a bat heading my way, but that's a nice job down there to take this one in.
Michael Ito will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. 2 out with the man at first.
Strike this guy out. Let's go. Hey, make it yours. Here we go, guys.
The 1-2. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Biscuits lead it 1-0.
Hello, is the mic working? Hello, is the mic working?
Corey Chapman will dig in. He popped out his first time.
It is working.
Chapman.
First offering on the way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Here we go, right now, fellas.
Pause, now the pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games. Elmer Castillo will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd. Here's the first offering. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
2 men are on with 2 men out. The 1-0 pitch. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
All right, one time. Come on.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
Gets him to swing and miss there, 3-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Where's that one now? Hey, get your pitch up there.
Full count offering on its way. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this.
Sorry for that. Need to go wipe something up real quick. Get our next play in.
Sammy Mota will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Nobody out, runner on first.
Nobody. Right here. Hey, get your pitch. See through, huh? Let's go.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
I'm not sure how this one's going to be scored. This was going to be a dicey proposition trying to get that guy at second base. And as you see, not only is that throw to second late, but the return throw to first is late as well. So they're not going to get anybody.
Chapman will stride in. Popped out and singled with his 2 trips. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the pitch.
Hey, see it deep and drive. What do you say?
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
Here we go. Put him away.
Now here it comes.
Pitch right here. Here you go now.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
And I'll tell you, I like the way he's handling himself out there. Going after guys, he's working ahead in the count, he's keeping the ball around the plate. All the things you want to see in a young pitcher.
Chapman will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. First pitch coming. And here's a ball hit in the air. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. He's through 8 with the shutout intact. We've played 8 full. And Montgomery's out in front here, 3-0. Maurice Mitchell-Tree come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Michael Ito will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game.
2 outs. Let's get out of here.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Biscuits lead it 3-0. Nate Stockton will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Now the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that?
Well, they had played error-free ball until this point, but they're not going to be able to keep that up through the whole way. They wind up making their first error of the ball game right here in the 9th inning. Now they've got to make sure that it doesn't come back and bite them.
Stepping in now, Johnny McIntyre started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
That's the pitch that's so hard to lay off. It looks pretty good coming in, but he breaks off his swing just in time.
Yeah, that's low too, huh? Going better. Clutch up right here. This ground ball, turn 2 for you right here.
Here's the 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
Clutch up, draw him in right here. Here you go.
Look out!
Here we go now. Let's go.
Hey, come on now, fellas.
Hitters count 2-0. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Hey, roll 2 right here.
Here comes the 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now, because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Clutch up. Drive him in for us. Here we go.
Come on, look out!
Now the 3-1 home. Got his pitch on 3-1, but this is a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Brown is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. Now, he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Scott Azzopardi will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Hey, 2 out. Hey, get ahead right here. Hey, take ball.
Now here's the first pitch. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1.
Hey, go for it. Drive him in. Here you go.
The next pitch.
Right now. Come on, guys.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Yeah, and easy right here, Go, kid. fellas, Let's go. let's go.
Hey, no one better. Let's go.
Here we go, fellas.
Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside.
Hey,
You
easy
can
right now.
jam
Here we
this
go.
guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now.
Hey, no one better right
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul.
Hey, no one better. Make your pitch right now.
here. Clutch up. Drive him in right here. Here you go.
Here now the 2-2. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility.
Not easy here for a catcher. The old saying is, you got to make yourself large. You see, the form's not too bad as he goes down into the V. He just might have turned his head a little bit. This ball gets away.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walk there. That's one thing managers like to see. You gotta die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
Brian Chavez will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Hey, two-way. Two-way.
Here's the first offering. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
Hey, clutch out. Your turn right here.
Hey, drop him in. No one better right now, huh?
Hey, clutch up right here.
Now the
Clutch
1-1
at that right
pitch.
here.
Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Second and third, 2 away.
Hey, drive those guys in. Here we go.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's falling behind now, 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Here he comes on 3-1. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Gone! And we are tied here in the ninth. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Great work he's done on the mound. Well, it just got undone on one swing. He's gone from being in total control to we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he departs in a tie ball game here tonight. You can already hang no decision on him for this one. Will come on needing to get the final out here to send this one into extra innings. Into the box now, Scott Ruiz. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Ramirez is there, and the side is retired. So hold everything as they catch lightning in a bottle here in the bottom of inning number 9 and come back to tie this ball game. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Did he talk to you this morning? She went to Larry's. The aide didn't show up this week. Yeah.
Antonio De Jesus will start things out here in the 10th, and you have to figure this is not a position that he or anyone else on this team, for that matter, expected to find himself in.
Yeah, they had to figure they were home free, but just a dreadful job of sealing things up in the bottom of the ninth. And now they've got to find some way to put that inning behind them and go to work getting themselves at least a run here.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
And now you're in the 10th inning. I don't think anybody in that visiting dugout expected that we'd still be playing, but you've got to put that bottom of the ninth behind you and get on with it. You can still win this ball game.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind him.
Fouled back. Pitch on the way. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now. comes a 2-2. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Another 2-2 offering. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Well, I think I'm about ready to declare his cold streak over. He's broken out of it in a big way here. His third hit of the ball game, and he looks as good as gold to my eyes.
Sammy Mota will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Hey, roll up, huh? Roll up now.
First pitch coming. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there. As now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here. Corey Brown, big in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. First pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Straight paint at
Let's get our
94
bat.
miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
The 0-1. Grounded foul off to the right. Now the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
You got the go-ahead run in scoring position in this situation, and you come up with a huge strikeout like that. You're pumping your fist. Your intensity is a little bit higher. This guy is focused in right now and very happy with his results.
Into the box, Billy Amaya, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
Well, that one's at 94, so velocity's good right now.
On a big swing there, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. And he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases. And that's going to break our tie as the runner scores from second to make it a 4-3 ball game.
Oh, and that's a swing of confidence right there. With the game potentially on the line, he goes out there and just attacks this baseball. And they're going to take the lead here as he breaks our tie with a huge run-scoring triple.
In now, Felix Ramirez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Here's a 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball in.
Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And he will get there to make the run of play, and that will end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. And Montgomery's out in front here, 4-3. Marshall Kelton will get the call here, an inning later than usual, as he'll try to save this one in the 10th. Dan Lynn will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down to run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. The 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Here we go, guys. Come on now, here we go, guys. Here we go, right now, fellas.
Now the 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Hey, so you can drive it here.
Here we go. Here we go.
A 2-1 offering.
Now, big dog. That's a kick.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
Hey, let it rip. Let it rip.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
That's a nice comeback from down in the count 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Standing in now, Alex Perez. And that misses ball one.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
You can rip up there, huh? Let it rip. Watch out. Here we go.
The 1-0. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. De Jesus is there, 2 down.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just 1 out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
Chapman will stand in. He threw out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Well, it took him an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
One last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter @MLB The Show. Biscuits win. They come out on top 4-3. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. Victorious
Hey, welcome back. I didn't hear you come in. Oh. To the fence.
Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Chattanooga Lookouts and the Mobile Bay Bears. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. And then briefly, let's take a look at the two starting pitchers who get the assignment here.
Mom's on the patio.
Chapman will come forward now.
I
Back
tried
in
a
the
cupcake
lineup
out of
here
the
after
plastic
getting
Tupperware.
yesterday afternoon
It was
off.
bonbon. And then it did me some
First offering on the way. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Oh yeah, that's how we want to start the inning.
And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Elmer Castillo will stand in now, 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday. Here's the first offering. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact
easier if
now,
he stuck less
he's
in
seeing
it,
some
too.
definite results.
That's what my comment would have been.
Zachary Fernandez. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. Now the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Chattanooga leads it here 2-0.
Right.
Rene Dominguez will be the batter. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Boy, that's just excellent concentration right there. You know, a lot of guys will try to put one eye on the bat and one eye on the ball, but he was determined to get that lead man, and a good throw gets it done.
And that and this and that. Yeah, okay.
Now here's the first pitch. Corey Chapman is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
But thank you. You could offer, I mean, if your
Now
mom
here's the
wants
pitch.
one, I'll eat one with you.
They get him lunging that time as this is on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Lookouts lead it 2-0. Rene Dominguez will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Here's the pitch.
Throw this dude out at first.
Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
These are the tough ones for a first baseman. This bounces a little sooner. It's not that tough of a scoop, but you see it short hop him and bounce right up toward his belt buckle. Not a safe spot. He can't dig it out.
Ronnie Francisco will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Corey Chapman will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Chapman. Hey, grounder right here. Yeah, we got one here.
Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Yeah, now in hindsight, you could have had runners at second and third with 1 out, but they roll the dice. They're trying to pick up that run from first, and it winds up not working out for them.
It was out by a lot.
Easy out, easy out. Place it first. Hey, let it fly.
Into the box, Elmer Castillo, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Try to go a little aggressive on the base.
He's ready now, the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Now another 0-2. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Chattanooga leads it here 2-0.
Back.
Corey Chapman will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game.
Corey Chapman.
First pitch coming. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center.
That's a double.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Here's the 1-0. Fastball at 88 that time, a ball and a strike. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
He's ready. Now the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. No shortage of extra base hits, as you see the totals there. Here comes the 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Dominguez retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. Corey Chapman will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Corey Chapman.
Now here's the first pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul.
That was out of the strike zone. Yeah.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. The 1-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a base hit. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Elmer Castillo will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. First pitch to him. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And he is in there.
And this will go down as a wild pitch, but the silver lining is at least they did prevent the runner at third from scoring. The upshot, though, is that the runner on first was able to move into scoring position now with 2 outs.
Gotta hold him right here. Let's go.
Hey, come on now, guys. Oh, gotta hold him.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on, huh?
The 1-0 pitch. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
And another good hitter's count to work with here.
Crowd
They've been
reacted
able to
to
sit
that.
back and just really tee off on him.
Here's the 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, he just hasn't been able to find any kind of groove out there. Hasn't been able to hit his spots. And now at 3-1, he's put him in yet another great
The
hitting.
Mobile Bears.
Gotta hold him. Let's go.
Now the 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball.
Foul ball.
Full count offering on its way. And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Yeah, he did have the base open there, so that's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, the way he's been pitching, I don't think I'd be working around too many hitters, especially in the bottom half of the lineup.
Zachary Fernandez will look to keep pouring it on as he stands in with the bases loaded. First pitch coming. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Sooner or later, I think, you got to get somebody else in here who can throw a strike.
Yeah, I think the emphasis should be on sooner.
25 just released. Make it for all
The next
active
pitch.
consoles too.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded.
If need be. Nope. 5 at bats, 4 hits. Oh yeah.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. It's a win for Chattanooga. They come out on top 11-1. So long, everybody.
Final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Lookouts, 11 runs on 18 hits. 1 error. They left 14 hitters.
Got the power, you know you got the power. been playing Road to the Show. Transition over. See if we can okay. Axis second, squares first, circles third, triangles home.
Welcome to those of you just joining us. We're in the fourth inning with nobody out. Jose Altuve will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now another 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And Sizemore will look this one in for the first out.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Here's the pitch. Fouled back.
Mowing through the blade.
The 0-2 home from Billingsley. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon.
All right, got a little hit. A little something going.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Here's George Springer. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. The pitch. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here comes the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here comes a 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
That's opposite.
Ben Revere will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And the middle infielders are staying busy here. Another ground ball, this time out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Chris Nelson will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. First offering on the way. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And Rasmus will put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Jonathan Pettibone is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. Chris Carter will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Now here's the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
It's minor. It's like spring training, so playing.
Now here's the pitch.
The Astros and the Phillies.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
Believe me, it's way too soon to start worrying about how a guy's hitting. Even though this is 2 strikeouts for him now, spring training is mostly about just getting your body ready for the season, getting used to being in there day after day. I don't think he'll be too worried about his stats. At least, he shouldn't be.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Evan Gattis will be the batter. Here's the first offering. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this.
Leading off for the Phillies, second baseman.
First pitch coming.
Chase Utley.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Come on, go nice and easy.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Darren Ruff
first baseman.
will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch, and a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Runner goes. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And stepping in is the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. Swing and a liner. Foul. Pause, now the pitch. Hit hard, back up the middle. And that's in there, base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Well, he had that home run earlier in the ball game, and now he's got an RBI single. So he's putting together a pretty nice ball game.
Cody Ashe is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He's set, now the pitch. In there, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Now the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Freddie Galvis will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. Now here's the first pitch. Changeup called strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
He's ready now. The pitch, a little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
But that'll be off the right field wall. And he will score as well. They've doubled their lead now to 4-0. And he's in there with a 2-run triple. And he will come all the way around. It's an inside the park 3-run home run.
Yeah, and you can sort of sense this one coming. I mean, once this thing hits off the wall and they have a little bit of trouble out there with it, he decides he's just going to keep right on going. And he winds up scoring on the inside the park home run.
Here's Grady Sizemore now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
And Sizemore's aboard. It's a base hit.
Yeah, a nice job there to get on base with a 2-out single. When you're facing a guy that's getting up there in pitches, this can be important because instead of being out of the inning, if he's forced to make 10 pitches or so after this, he might be out of this game.
Ben Revere is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Chris Nelson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. Oh, and he misses it. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner is in from second. And he will score as well. And they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger.
Yeah, I'd like to see this again because, to me, that's a ball he should have. Yeah, I mean, he's right there. He just bands on it. That's going to wind up costing him 2 runs.
Chase Utley will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled straight back. He's set, now the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. Phillies lead this one 7-0. Jerome Williams will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring. Jason Castro will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning. On a big swing there, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. Jed Lowry will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now here's the first pitch. And this will be fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is on the ground for Utley, could be 2. Galvis on to first, and they get the double play. Jake Marisnick will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the 3rd of the game so far. It's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And no chance on the throw, so a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before he gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. He'll send it the short way to Utley at second, and that's that. Cesar Hernandez is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. That man right there opting to stay with his starter as we start the 7th inning.
And with his pitch count where it is right now, it wouldn't surprise me if they call it an afternoon after this inning.
Hitters count 2-0. Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Michael Franco will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And now a pitch on the way. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Ready now on 1-1. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for a base hit. Andres Blanco will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Gotta say, it's amazing to me that they've decided to leave this guy out there after the pounding that he's taken so far.
I think the fans have to be saying,
sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the third out. Inning over. So nothing doing here after the 6-run outburst the inning before. Justin DeFreitas will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Cameron Rupp is also into the ballgame, as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Ryan Howard is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one.
Number 6, Ryan.
Now the pitch.
Your attention, please.
And this is knocked down on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. George Springer, get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. First pitch to him. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Now here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now the pitch. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. And looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. And Revere will make the catch, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0.
Leading off for the Phillies, left fielder,
First pitch coming.
Xavier Paul.
Xavier Paul is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. What do you guys think the plan is here to start the 8th inning?
Well, I'd bet they'll let him go until he gives up a base runner, and then after that, I think you've got to make a move.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The batter, number 13.
Freddie Galvis will stand in following an inside-the-park home run his last time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The pitch. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And that's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2-0. No wonder they're up by 7.
7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Let's go, Stros!
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Boy, good change of speeds there. Had him fooled, and from 2-0. It's back to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Oh, this ball's well hit. It's going to split the gap in left center. Around first, digging for 2 now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he'll get in there safely.
Now batting, right fielder.
Grady Sizemore will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. Here's the first offering. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. Catch made by Rasmus. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Dominic Brown will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 9, Dominic Brown.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
Driven the other way out to deep left field. Marisnik retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Jordan Danks is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
This change for the Phillies. Now playing center
And a
field.
bouncing ball, foul.
15.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now here's the pitch. Oh, another sinker here, and he's got it working for him now. 0-2. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's a ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up.
Throw over by Utley, 1 away. Evan Gaddis will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner, but foul. And the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Jason Castro will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch on the way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
That's hard hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw from a knee is too late, and that will be an infield single. Jed Lowry will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
No reason not to go for broke now. What do you got to lose?
Comes set, now the pitch. And the 0-1 sent on the ground to second for Utley. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner heading to second, and the inning is over. Aaron Altair will try to get his club a little ninth-inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Samuel DeDuno will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Leading off for the Phillies, the designated hitter.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And now a pitch on the way. And this is in the air now for Rasmus out in center. And he's got it for out number one. Jeff Francoeur will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Ryan Howard digs in at the plate. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Pitch on the way. And it's a called strike to even the count at one.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that way. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Nope.
Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
And a reach, but he tumbles after it, and this could be trouble. And he'll make it in there with a two-out double. And boy, this almost got him out of the inning, but you'll see that he just couldn't quite get there as he went into the tuck and roll afterward, and this winds up a two-out double. Stepping in now, Cameron Rupp, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. From the stretch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. Ethan Martin will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Ethan Martin.
Chase Darno will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 62, Chase Darno.
Jake Marisnick will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Here's the pitch. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
The pitch. Too high. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
The 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. The next pitch. That's wide, 2-0. Two-0 count, the pitch. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike, 2-1. Now the pitch. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here he comes on 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
That's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Now here's the pitch. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Here now the 2-2. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And just go back to that huge 6th inning. That was pretty much the difference, as they really piled it on there, and then they just cruised home after that.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. very good performance offensively for this bunch, but out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 8-0. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Astros, no runs, 6 hits, 2 errors,